Hey, what's going on, guys? Akame here, and today I'm doing a review on the Blank channel, and today this review is episode 1 of Akame got killed. Really good anime. Like first episode, really good impression, really good. If you haven't, guys, check it out, because this would actually contain spoilers since it is a review and I don't want spoilers for you guys, so check it out before you actually watch this review. So anyways, let's get into it. But before that, let's start roll the intro. So like I was saying, we're gonna do a Akame got killed episode 1 review. Well, first of all, it's really good, like I said before, the intro. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So it starts off with this road. There's people who are riding horses, like they're riding a horse. And then some randomly an earth dragon goes. It comes out the ground, and those two little scaredy cats were like, "Oh my god, really?" And then my character Tatsumi comes out nowhere with his sword and goes and kills them. I mean, not kill them, kill the dragon. He attacks it, and then he's like, "Oh, this is worthy from it," and he goes. Those dragons gone. This is how we got represented, how we knew Tatsumi is actually really strong. So that's all. So when he was walking there, he said that he wants to go to Imperial City or yes, Imperial City. And then the two guards, the two people were like, if you really want to go there, it's really hard because it's hard because not only they're like this worse than the Earth Dragons, like really? So there's dragons in there too? And he's like, no, it's the people. The people are really bad in this Imperial City. I was like, this is getting interesting, this is really cool. So he said, but I made it this far, he needs to go. He needs to continue on his journey as like Imperial City. Whoa, let's go. Yeah. So he walks there and he wants to become a soldier or something like that. I don't know what he wants to become. So he's walking and he's like, "Oh son, this is Imperial City." And the first class I said, yes, it's a really cool city. It's palace right in the middle, and all the way at the bottom is like all the cities, all the shopping and everything. So he was like, yes, this is good. And he walks and walks, and he goes to a registration place where he can register his own to join the whatever he wants. I forgot what he wants to be, but he wants to be something in the Imperial City. So he walks there and he's like, "What? I'm studying as an infantry. This is really bad." He didn't want to become an infantry, and I was like, "Yeah, but then our registration is a lot." So he like, and then he just kicks him right out there, and it's like, "Oh," and he's like, "What is this?" He's like, "Yeah, there's a lot of registration, so can you like don't do it?" And then he's like, "Oh, this is so bad." He was like, "No." But then this lady, she calls herself a young lady. She comes and is like, "Oh, I can tell you how to become one," and whatever he wants to become. So I don't know why I forgot. He said she could tell him what to do, but in return he has to treat the lady to a meal. So he treats her to a meal, which was drinking alcohol, which kids do not try that. Do not try that. I don't even know what they said. I don't want to try, so don't try. So then she was drinking and she was like, okay. He was like, "Can you already tell me how to get the job?" She was like, "Oh, I can tell I know a guy that can get you into it, but you need a lot of money." And so he's like, "Oh, is this enough?" He has like a big bag of gold of like Plus, calm down. He's like, oh, I just defeated some dragons on the way here, so I got rewarded with money. So the money that he used, he was like, oh, here, and like, and she was like, okay, yeah, that's good. Hey, I'll try ask him, just like him. He stays. He waits. I was like, but she's not coming back. And he just waits until the guy, he was like, sir, we're closing. I was like, yeah, she did come back. So he was like, wow. But then, when, since the lady stole his money, he was poor, and what he had to do was sleep on the street, like a hobo. So he was like, yeah, he sleep on the street. And then this other girl, so he's sleeping, but then a carriage was brought, and then this girl, the little girl, just stopped. We need to pick him up. Her name was Alia, something like that. Miss Alia, something. So they were like, okay, let's pick him up because, and then he was like, I don't know, but the guys were like, this is her generosity, would you accept it? Like, okay, this is better than sleeping on the street, obviously, we want to be a hobo. No, joking, I don't want to. So, he goes to his house, and then he's eating, and he tells the explanation why he went to Imperial City. He was like, oh, I was with my friend, Yunse, or something like that, and Sayo said, oh yeah, we're here, and the villager, he was like, we came here to help our country become good. He's like, and then it shows a flashback where his villager chief was like, he was like, I'm off, and he was like, take this, like, oh, take it when it needs. Like, oh, take it, so when we need, so we sell it. It's like, really good Tatsumi. And he's like, are you kidding? What? This is to bring the gods, I mean, the praise for the good luck for our country and for you guys to have a safe journey. And he was explaining that, but then they got separated. Saya and Leonce and Tatsumi, they all got separated because they were attacked by some bandits. So Tatsumi went on his own, and the other two went. They were all just separated. I was like, this is interesting. So it was like, okay. And then they were like, oh, see, then the guy was like, I see, so you're doing that for your country, okay. And then it was like, oh, fine, and they fell asleep. And then the very next day, they went shopping, and Mr. Arya like buys. I'm touching something. Yeah, buys that much present, and he was like, oh, this is a lot. It's like, no, it's not just Misaya, it's everyone, every girl in a country. They must run out of stock or something. But, and they're like, what? And then, I don't know, it's like, so much. So anyway, so besides the present stuff and all that, yeah, Tatsumi, he was helping, and then one of the guards was like, oh, look over there, that's the palace in the center of Imperial City. He was like, oh, no, that's cool. I was like, oh yeah. And then the guard tells him a secret that it's bad because the person is a little boy, like the king, the emperor, who is getting controlled by this prime minister, the old prime minister. And he was like, oh, really? Like, they said it was really bad, like, that's why the country is rotting, that's why the sea is rotting, and that's why they can't spread around all the goods around everywhere, so they're like, good. The guards were like, so that's why the city was bad, the bad city, really bad. So he's like, oh really? And it was like, oh this, what? And he was like, oh yeah, and can you like help Miss Arya carry that big person? He was like, what kind of training is this? It's muscle training. Muscle training. Muscle. So he was like, okay. And then also, they also said that there's a, and it's like, oh yeah, and look over there, that the one posters, there was like the people called Night to Live. So there's Akame, and two other people, I don't remember, but it was like, who was that? It was like, they're people who take down the high class because of what they do. Okay, this is, I was like, oh, Akame, they're the assassins of Night Raid. and speaks for their name, they actually attack in the night. Go figure. GG, joking. So instead of sleeping, it's like it's nighttime and sleeping is like, and then he wakes, and then there's this Alia's mom, I think, was like, oh no, on the nice day I need to write this in a diary. Half her body came off of her. Half, because this one girl, this purple hair one, glasses or something. One, and then Tatsumi wakes up and is like, what is this? Oh no, is this night ray? He runs outside, looks out the window, and he sees night ray. He sees Akame, he sees this guy, this girl, whatever. Yeah, they're like, this is night ray. He's like, should I help them? Or should I just stay on guard? So, and then the guards were like 3 of them, and they were like, must eliminate. And then like Akame, she does that rolling thing, like in my intro. And also this I don't know what's his name, but he's that big muscle man with the night suit. Was like, they like took out 3 people in an instant. 3 people. Like, they're really strong. Night Ray, you don't underestimate them. They're coming for you if you're rich. So, he like takes them all out, and he's like Akame goes sling, spear, and then there's a guy running. He's like, no, and he just goes, and then Tatsumi was like, oh my, like, I need to find Miss Aria. Because he needs to help her. Like, so he's like running, and he finds into the tree, and he finds Miss Aria. She was like, I found you guys, okay, now, and I was like, oh, and then the guy was like, go in, and he came in the right time, and then, but then Akame, and she comes, and was like, she's like, let's spell, he's like, and Tatsumi was like, I'm ready, he's like, and then she just runs, jumps over his head, it's like, not the target. She jumps over his head and says he's not a target, and she just goes eliminate, just kills the guard in an instant. And then, so then she was about to take down Miss Aria, and then he was like, no, stop this, because, oh wait, he's like, no, stop this, she's just an innocent girl. It's like, no, she's like, and then Akame went like, she's like, you're not a target, so I shouldn't hurt you. Like, but she just ain't a girl. Like, no. And she has the face right there, like the face. And he's like, they're like, but I'm not letting you attack her. But then it's like the epic battle so when and then like he misses, and she just kicks him and stabs him right in like the heart. But then because what the villager chief gave him, that he was gonna sell a super cut and started Tatsumi, he was gonna sell, but it saved him because it didn't even feel flesh. It's like just cut with Akame's sword, and then it just didn't pierce through. It's like, oh, this is nothing. It goes, but then let's see, she actually gets a hit on him, I think. No, she's about to hit Tatsumi again, but then the cat girl, the one called, the one before, the one that drinks the alcohol, stopped Akame. It's like, stop this, I need, this is how I'm gonna repay him. Like, but then, watch this, Tatsumi, he kicks the door open, I mean she kicks the door open, he's like, what is this? And he looks at, it's like, AC Starry, that girl person, the one that went his adventure with him until they got attacked by bad. And Saya, all naked, I think, and she's all blood, and she's like, dead. She's dead! Like, first episode just gives you the feel already. Like, action, the feel, hey. And then, like, he's like, Saya is right here, like, and then she's just dead, but then Leon's there, whatever, I forgot his name, he's like, Tatsumi, is that you? Like, he's all blood, and he's like, tortured, like, and he said, like, you see, and then the girl, the I don't know, the cat girl, I'm gonna call her cat girl, she said that now do you I was like, and then now you believe us, and like, and then earlier I was like, do you believe them or me? And like then Leonce was like, oh my god, they took Saya and me into the house, and then Saya was tortured to death, like wow, feel for that. And then Tasman was like, he's so angry, like they were about to kill Leonce too, like, and I was like, and then Tasman walks outside, he's like, oh god, he's like, then the cat girl was like, oh, you're still protecting, and he was like, no, I'm gonna kill her, Kyuso without hesitation. And I was like, good job on you. And also really mean. But then that's because he killed Saya. Not about to kill him, Leonce, but then he was like talking about Saya, how she didn't give up until, and then she died. And then he's like, yes, he's like safe, but then the mother like poisoning her victim, so Leonce just died. So I'm just like to get a good ending. Good on him. He just died, like, and then so then the cat girl and Akame, they're like, oh, why don't we just let him join the group? So they just take him to join the night raid because like he has skill, luck, and courage, and like he wants to take them down now because like they just killed two of his best friends. I think should be his best friends. Like, and then they just join, and he just gets carried by that night guy, and they're like, and they just run away in the sunset, no, in the darkness, something like that. So anyway, guys, hope you guys all enjoyed this Akame got killed review. Let's see. Let's see. The question of the day: would you want to go to Imperator? It's up to you. So yeah, guys, hope you guys all enjoyed this Akame got killed. You'll see more further of these for episode 2 and whatever episode 2 review. And then if you haven't already, check out my Tokyo Ghoul review, and also the King Magic Cup Sword Online number 2 activated. Gungao online, whatever. Check that out. If you guys all enjoy once again. And yeah, I'm Blake. I'm out.